Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. We will do the same thing as usual. We will go through the homework that we had the last episode, and then we pick up where we left off from the last episode in the book. Okay, so let's go ahead and open page 109, and we're writing days of the week. So the first day is Monday, Monday. The next day is Tuesday, Tuesday. Okay. The next day is Wednesday, Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay. The next one is Thursday, which is Thursday. Thursday. The next one is Friday, Friday. Next one is Saturday, Saturday. The last one is Sunday, Sunday. So these are the days of the week. Of course, you can check the spelling at any time that you doubt it in this on this page 94. So you can look at the spelling that we have here and look at the spelling that we have here, and you can compare both of them and see if you made any mistakes while writing them down. All right, great. So now that we finished that, we can revise what we've done the last episode, which was number problems using tally marks to count objects. So each mark of these means a number. So here, one mark means 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we have 5, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes a set of 5. So sets of 5s are marked with this line in the middle. Okay? Anything afterwards is marked with the same thing. So here we have 5, then 1. That makes 6. Here we have 7, so it's 5 and 6, 7, and so on and so forth. We did all sorts of exercises using this method, and we will have homework today, which will help us understand it even more. Okay? Moving on to today's lesson in this episode, which is reading block graphs. What does block graphs mean? This here is an example of a block graph. Let's take a look. Block graphs show information in a simple way. So it shows us information in a very simple way, usually to compare different things that are happening. Count the blocks or read across for the amounts. So we can count the blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, or more simple, or like a lot more simple, or simply we can just look at the number here on the left, which is 4. Here this one is at 5. I'll just draw a number in line. So this one is 5. This one is at 7, and this one is at 3. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, we can just look at the numbers that they stop at, and that will give us the number in a very fast and simple way. This graph shows us the number of catches that some children made while playing a game. Okay, so they were catching the balls in this game, and here we have the names, and here how many balls they caught, or number of catches. Of course, higher means better, and higher means that they won. So how many more catches did Emma make than Lucy? So here we have Emma, and we have Lucy. So how many more did Emma make more than Lucy? Lucy made 3, and Emma made 5. So what's the number difference? So we stop at 3, we got 1, 2. So how many? 2 more catches. So that's how many more catches Emma made more than Lucy. Okay, so this is an easy way of how we can tell different numbers in a very simple way. So Harry made 4 catches, Emma made 5 catches, Tom made 7 catches, and Lucy made 3 catches, with Tom making the most catches and Lucy making the least catches in the game. Okay, so let's take a look at different ways we can use block graphs to read more information. Complete the table by counting the flowers. Tick off each flower as you tally it. So we want to tally them, and then we're going to write the number right here. So let's go ahead and try this out. Flower, the purple flower, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 5. Let's do them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 tallies, total of 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total 10. How many white flowers do we see? Let's see. Flowers 1, 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the total of 6 flowers. Yellow flowers, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers, or 4 yellow flowers. So this is a way of using using tally to count how many different flowers that we have in this picture right here. Now, number 2, complete this graph to show the total of each flower in question 1. So we're going to use block graphs that we just learned or just saw here, and number of catches, to represent how many flowers of each color that we have in this picture. Now here, for the blue flowers, we have 5. So we can color 5. It's better if you use colors, but since I have a pencil, I'm going to use a pencil. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so how many blue flowers do we have? 5. We have 5 blue flowers. How many red flowers do we have? 10. So here we have to fill in 10 flowers. 10 red flowers. So 1. Or we can do this in a very simple way. So since it ends with 10, just write the edges, and then we can just color all of them. So if you're using a color, you can use this method. It's a lot faster since you know where you're stopping, and it will make it a lot easier for you, and a lot faster as well. I mean, this makes it a lot faster and more enjoyable than just coloring one by one. So how many red flowers do we have? 10. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red flowers. How many white ones? 6. So I'll stop at 6. And I'll do this right here. That's 6 flowers. Of course, you don't have to do it the same way. You can color one by one if that works for you. I just find it a lot more enjoyable to do it this way. Yellow flowers, 4. So we start at 4. And we color. So how many yellow flowers? 4. Okay, so this graph right here, of course, I would like for you to use colors. That would look a lot nicer than just using a pencil. But since I have a pencil in my hand right now, I'm just using that. So how many blue flowers do we have? 5, red 10, white 6, yellow 4. with red being the most number of flowers that we have, and yellow being the least, but with 4. Okay? Now that we finished that one, and I hope it's clear enough for you to see, we can take a look at the next question, number 3. A group of children tested how many cubes they can hold in one hand. Okay, so we have Diana, Oliver, Laura, George, and Caddy. Okay, Diana carried 7 cubes, Oliver 5, Laura 7 again, George 4, Caddy 8. And here we have a couple of questions that we can ask here. Who held the most cubes? Now we can answer that question by looking at a chart. This one seems to be the highest. The highest means the most. So the highest has 8 cubes. So who was it? Catty. So we write Catty. Okay. How many cubes did Oliver hold? Oliver. He stops at 5. So we say 5 cubes. He held 5 cubes in his hands, or his hand. Now, I want you to go ahead, pause the video, answer the rest of these questions on your own. I will read them for you, and after I finish reading, I want you to pause the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and read. Who held the fewest cubes? Which 2 children held the same number of cubes? How many more cubes did Catty hold than George? How many fewer cubes did Oliver hold than Diana? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video right now. Okay, if you pause the video and you played it again, let's check your answers and see if you got them right or wrong. Who held the fewest cubes? Now the fewest means the lowest or the least number of cubes that they've held. So here we have George at 4 cubes. George, so we write George right here. Of course, don't forget the full stop. That's really important to indicate the ending of the answer, which makes it easier for anyone that's reading to see that the answer is complete and finished. Which 2 children held the same number of cubes? So they must be at the same height. So this one here, oops, Diana and Laura. So we write Diana and Laura. And if you can't write it here, we can just write it on top. And Laura. Of course, full stop. Again, doesn't matter if it's on top or the button on the bottom. What matters is we write that, or just put a full stop at the end. How many more cubes did Catty hold than George? So we have Catty. We have George. George stopped at 4. So let's count. Let's start from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cubes. Okay. How many fewer cubes did Oliver hold than Diana? So let's see. We have Oliver and Diana. How many fewer cubes? Now he stopped at 5. So let's start counting from 5. 1, 2. So we say 2 cubes right here. Okay, so let's ask the questions and answer them again very quickly. Who held the most cubes? Catty. How many cubes did Oliver hold? 5 cubes. Who held the fewest cubes? George had 4 cubes. Which 2 children held the same number of cubes? Diana and Laura. How many more cubes did Catty hold than George? 4 cubes. How many fewer cubes did Oliver hold than Diana? 2 cubes. All right, so that's the difference, or these are the answers to these questions right here. Okay, now let's take a look at try this, which is something you could try at home. Carry out your own cube test with a group of friends. Draw a tally to make a count of the total. Draw tally marks to count the total. Show your results as a block graph. So first, you're going to write the names of the people you're going to do this with, and then tally how many cubes each person held, and then here write the total in a number, like this one we did right here. So So this is something you can do on your own. I will try to make a video of it maybe and see how it works. But I would recommend that you do this on your own. Post it, take a picture of it and post it, and I'll give you my feedback and tell you what I think of it. All right, great. Now that we're done with this one right here, let's go to the homework page. We're going to answer one question, and the other question is going to be homework. Number problems. Answer these word problems. All right, so here I'm most likely going to answer a few questions or one question from here and leave the rest for you to answer as homework. Okay, there should be one tally question. There isn't. Okay, answer these problems. Sam makes a necklace with 18 beads. He puts another 18 beads. How many beads are there in total? Hold on a second. There is no homework with the tally. Alright, since there is no homework with the tally... Oh, here, this is the one. So we can do this one as homework instead of this one. So you can leave this one for the next time. We'll do it together. But as for this one, we can do right now. Alright, complete the table by counting the shapes. Tick off each shape as you tally it. So here we have 3 shapes: square, triangle, and circle. We tick off each shape as we tally it. Okay, so let's see. I'll do the first one with you together. So here we have the square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So how many tallies? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9. Now you're free to do the rest on your own and try to draw a graph or a block graph to show results over here. Try to do this. Do your best. It's okay if you made a mistake. I'll help you the next time to answer them correctly. Do your best, and I'm pretty sure you'll do a great job. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, as usual, write them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to help. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.